Hey everyone. This vlog is going to be about karma. Karma. Sorry. I know how to spell karma. I'm just a little frazzled. Um, if any of you know anything about karma, you know that you get it, what you give to the world, you will get back. Or what you give to nature, you will give back. The rule of three is what Wiccans or pagans would call it, also called the threefold law or law of return. Karma is also, the concept of karma is also practiced heavily within Buddhism and Hinduism. It's also in Christian morality, and it's in the Wiccan Rede. And I mean, karma is everywhere, if you believe it or not. I'm a firm believer of it. And I think it helps motivate me to how I treat others, because I would like to be treated how I treat others. And my mother always taught me that too: treat others how you'd like to be treated. And I've always remembered that. But because I'm in a pissy mood, I just like to state that karma is extremely effective. And Wiccans call it the rule of three, or pagans call it the rule of three, because karma will hit you three times worse than what you've given out, or positively if it's good karma. But either way, you get it three times that amount. And as an example, and I know this is a little personal, but this is my blog, so I can be as personal about my life as I want. My mom, as I was growing up, she abandoned me, in simpler terms, and to be with her boyfriends because she cared more about her love life than her children. And to this very day, my mom is single with no boyfriend, not even someone who wants to marry her, and that's karma. That is karma. And she'll probably die alone. And do I feel bad for that? Yeah, but it's just to prove karma will hit you. I mean, if not earlier in your life, it will hit you later in your life. And if you don't treat others how you'd like to be treated, and you decide to be a shitty person, then I would think twice if I were you, and I'd be a little scared if I were you, just because if you think you're not going to have any consequences for your actions, you're living in bliss, and you're living in a world that is unrealistic to its own. And if a bunch of you are wondering why I'm so pissed, I'm just going to leave it off the record because I don't want to name names, but I'm going through a difficult time with my group of friends right now because one of them is agitated with me and has decided to split one of my close friends and me up because of it. And I've been nothing but hospitable to the person that now has some animosity towards me, and it has agitated me to the point of me just wanting something, just being not level-headed. And to break people up at this point in my life, I'm 20 years old. To have a friend who is trying to split another friend up, of mine, like a close friend, giving them ultimatums. How old are you? Is this kindergarten? Like, aren't we all adults here? If you have an issue with me, don't include my friend. And don't give my friends ultimatums. And I'm surprised my friend even let you give them an ultimatum to begin with, because we all should have minds of our own. And if that was something that was being directed towards me, I would have said, I'm not between this. I'm not in the middle of this is your problem with so and so. Like, work it out or ignore it or whatever, but I'm not getting in the middle of it. So whatever. But karma. Live by it, practice it, preach it, because at the end of the day, when you're asking why did this happen, I'm telling you, it's karma. This is, if you give positivity to this world, if you are nurturing and you project that into nature and to others, you're going to get a kind pat on the back when you're going through a bunch of shit and suddenly out of nowhere, what you would consider a miracle or just a really good deed out of nowhere happens to you. No, it's karma. That the unexplainable has been explained. Karma. If you don't believe in karma, I don't know. I'm not forcing my beliefs onto others. I'm just saying, if you take a look at history and you go back to the pagans who talk about the rule of three, and you look at the Wiccan Rede, or, I'm not saying to practice these things, but if you look at old sayings and old rites and passages and how they talk about even karma and how it worked back then and how it provided example, and you look to now, it's kind of hard not to practice and see or believe, because it's right in front of you. And if you think seeing is believing, then there's very proof for that. By the way, Roots, I apologize. November 18th, I'm dyeing my hair. I will no longer be blonde Jasmine. I will be redheaded Jasmine. So let's hope that I can pull it off. But you guys are amazing. Stay tuned. Karma, preach it.